All right, awesome.
All right. So welcome. So tell us who you are, what you do, and then we'll dive into some money mindset.
Hi, my name is Brianne Valentino. I am an artist who specializes in photography and abstract painting.
Very cool. So how long have you been doing this?
Photography wise, over 10 years, and I've been painting since 2017.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that we're having a conversation about money mindset within the art world because so often I see people that are artists and photographers and they are not charging what they're worth, or they'll say things like, "Oh, it's okay. I know that I'm never going to make money doing this." What has been your experience in that?
Honestly, that used to be my old mindset with undercharging myself, but I also feel like um society definitely plays a big role with like how artists are viewed in
Mm,
general because from a young age, in the schools you're taking art and then they're always like, oh, it's just a good hobby to have. You can't earn a living, from it. And so I feel like society doesn't help the cause either with
yeah,
just how artists are viewed in general. And like now everyone thinks they're a photographer too, and like they take these photos on their cell phones and they really just suck, and it's just like, just let me help you, but I also need to eat and like, you know move out of my parents' house eventually. Like I need to like move on and save for my retirement. Like I
yeah.
have to live too, like, so I think
So you're looking to
society.
escape the starving artist.
Exactly. Like I don't agree with that view at all.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think there is definitely a societal standard or expression that artists aren't going to make money. Um,
Mhm.
and then there's this questioning of why should they make money? But we see this drastic difference of there's people who do arts and crafts and try to sell it. And then there are artists who are making lots of money. What do you think that big difference is?
Taking yourself seriously and not letting society put you in a box that you belong at these vendor pop-ups, which I did that all last year to myself. I registered my business officially last year, and then I bought like 9 or 10 vending spots just around my state. I live in New Jersey.
Mhm.
And the more I did them, and I realized that I wasn't making enough to make it worth me waking up early in the morning, loading all the
Right.
stuff in my car, setting up my booth, sitting there all day for it to be worthwhile with the type of clientele that was coming in. And honestly, like, you really have to take yourself seriously, I feel like, to actually make it.
Hmm.
And
I
you have
agree.
to feel that you deserve it. And like, now I'm really starting to feel like I deserve it, like within my own business. Like I just started doing private painting lessons too. I had my first client with that. I've just been thinking of different like income streams for myself. And I mean, not for nothing, but like I was really shitty with my money in my 20s. Like I was so into like materialistic, like I horrible shopping problem. Like now I'm trying to make back what money I spent on clothes selling stuff on Poshmark. Like now my money mindset has totally it just like shifted to
Mhm.
like really valuing just travel and saving enough money to like move out and keep building my business
Yeah.
now. I'm just
So
like,
when you first started, what were some of your services and prices versus where you are now?
oh God. When I first started doing photo, I was charging like 250, and now I really want to start charging like 600 at least, if
Yeah.
not more, for my packages. And I'm just like, I'm, like it's a luxury service. Like everything that I do is a luxury. Like,
Yes.
sure, I'll have some like lower end like artwork and stuff, because I mean, everyone deserves access to like somewhat decent art, like,
Yes.
but then I also want to have like more higher end stuff too. So, like,
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so I recently had visited an artist boutique that is up in Madison, Indiana. And it
oh,
was really unique seeing this like small town and this artist had his
mhm.
own gallery, which is not something you see all the time. And everyone was like very supportive about his art. And he had started shifting what he was painting to accommodate people that wanted to buy something a little bit more decorative for their homes, but he was still keeping his unique kind of darker style to it. And then not only that, he then opened up a creperie inside of the art gallery. So he
Oh,
really
that's
took
so
on this business
cool.
mindset and said, how can I get more people seeing my artwork? Uh, I think it was so beautiful to say, we can make these small pivots with a business mindset to say, I'm going to do what I like to do. I do what I love to do, and I can make money off of it.
Definitely. It's just such a different mindset to be in. And honestly, I really think that like physically like registering your business
Yes.
really makes a difference, because now you're just like, oh my God, now I'm in it, like taxes and all that bullshit too. And it's just like, well,
It's so true.
I gotta figure it out and I gotta do it, Like, if you don't take yourself seriously, how is someone else going to take you seriously?
Yes.
No.
And yes, that is so true, right? Like you're no longer just being like you're just making some side money. Like you're
Hmm.
official. Yes, you're gonna have to pay taxes. You're gonna have to charge so much more because you've got to pay taxes and you've got to pay the annual tax fees and all this stuff that adds up. It makes you look at it differently.
Exactly. And it's just like, I'm over starving and I'm done. I'm done. Like this year, I'm getting my ass in gear and really grinding. So,
Yeah. So what's your big goal and are you open to bigger goals as you continue to grow your business?
oh yeah, definitely this year, I'm gonna be in a gallery. I am in a gallery. Like I'm trying to, like
Yeah.
manifest too. um, Definitely a gallery or two within my area, and then I would love to branch out, across the
Yeah.
country, across the world, and just be me and make pretty art and have
Awesome.
people be like, "Oh,
So tell
what
us
the
about your art.
heck?"
So what kind of art do you do?
So
Are you
I'm in Yeah, so I'm an abstract artist.
okay?
Um, Most people don't understand what abstract is. They just are like, it's lines. Like it's so much more than that. There's color theory involved with
Mm.
what colors look better next to each other. And there's so much structure to actually building a actual, abstract painting. You have to create layers to make depth within the canvas, and there's just so much to abstract that I didn't even realize until I started like really using it as like an outlet for myself to get everything out that, you know
Love
like,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I have painted quite a bit in my past. I haven't recently. My husband keeps telling me I need to get back to it.
You
And I did.
should.
I had some artwork in some galleries and things like that. And yes, the amount of time, practice, even education, everything that goes into art and painting, like not everyone can make amazing art, even if you have all of the training to go with it. It is a skill and the value it adds to our lives. I mean, you take a blank wall and you put something on it, it affects our mood. It
Oh,
affects the feeling, the vibe of an entire space.
okay.
We appreciate interior decorating, um, but for some reason, yeah, the art is what makes it. Um, and so it shouldn't
Definitely.
be underappreciated.
I know. I just like it's so nice hearing that you like used to paint, like you appreciate it. And I'm just like someone who gets it. Like
Yeah. And there's so much more coming up for people with a lot of these like paint and sip places that are coming out where I think people are realizing more and more like, yeah, you can paint something fun. Um, but is it something you're going to want to hang in your house or hang in your office? Um, I used to work at a physical therapy clinic for quite a while, and you sit and you stare at these paintings and you really get to know them when you stare at them for so often. And they become something very familiar. So
um,
I think that's beautiful. And I would highly suggest, go to the doctor's offices and the sports offices, especially with abstract. Those are tendencies to be in those spaces. And you could even say, hey, would you hang up my art for free if you would be willing to sell it if someone wants it?
that's a good idea. I should do that too.
So think about the galleries people are in every day, not necessarily an art gallery, but maybe it's a waiting room that is the gallery.
That's true. And I mean they do take forever. So you are sitting in there.
You're sitting there for a while.
Exactly. That's a
But
good
yeah, there's
idea.
so
Thank
many
you.
possibilities. Another thing that an artist friend had done is there was a lot of business spaces, commercial space for people to lease that were empty. And he said, hey, could I utilize the space for free? Uh, I'll give you, some accountability in case I was to do something or something got damaged. But I would host an event in the space and we would have up a sign and let everyone know that the space is available for leasing. So it's advertising your space and I'm getting a space to throw an art gallery party for free. And he did this, and that was one of the ways that he got really popular within the area and was selling art, and it was taking no upfront costs.
That's I like that idea too. Because in my town, oh my God, there's so much like I mean, um, in my town, there's a ski resort called Mountain Creek, and they have this huge retail space like on the bottom of the hotel, and just sits there empty.
Yeah.
It's just
So
like,
collaboration is so important, especially when maybe what you do isn't enough to get out there. So you could collaborate with someone who's wanting to get into party planning and promote their services. You could get in collaboration, of course, with the property owner, in collaboration with maybe another photographer that wants to take photos of the party, collaborate with someone who wants to write an article for the newspaper and pull everyone together and say, hey, we all need to showcase our skills. Let's create something where we can all showcase what we have to offer together.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. So it's like, I think what happens a lot in the artist community is people get isolated and then it becomes a competition.
Yeah, very much so. But lately, I don't know, some of the people that I've been meeting that are like other artists, some of them are like more open to,
Good.
talking with like business stuff. And I mean, just got to keep talking to people too to
Yeah.
keep it going and get out there more. But
Yeah, I agree. Um, one more tip I saw. A lady, she created some really unique business cards. They were a little bit bigger than normal, and she had just her artwork on one side, and then all of her other stuff was on the other, so that it felt like you were carrying a mini piece of art with you. And so people would stick it up on their boards and things. So it was almost like they were buying a little miniature print of artwork.
okay, yeah, because on my business cards I have work on the back
Mm.
that
Yeah,
could just hang somewhere too.
yeah, love
So
it.
yeah.
So, where can we find your artwork at?
I have a website and then I have my Instagram, and my
Awesome.
website is Brianne, Brianne, Valentino, Valentino, and then studio. So studio.com,
Perfect.
where you could find all my painting stuff. And same name on Instagram too.
Okay. We're all gonna look you up, of course. And is it available for us to purchase art or prints or anything of that nature?
Yeah. Yeah, I have all paintings for sale up on there, and free
Fantastic.
shipping within the US. And photography wise too, I want to start doing women's empowerment photo shoots
Yeah.
and help other small businesses feel empowered and kick some ass.
Fantastic. I'd recommend then hit up and get some friends that are website designers, and they can connect you with women that need photos for their websites.
Okay, cool. I like it. Thank you so much for all
Mm.
your hints and
You're very
advice.
welcome.
Yeah.
So, is there any last tips that you want to add for us on maybe it's some books or some podcasts, or what is it that really helped you shift your mindset?
Financial Feminist
Mm,
podcast.
I love it. Okay.
She's all about taking down the patriarchy and really just helping women with their businesses. She also just came out with a book. She's told a badass. Love her. And also just looking at my bank accounts is enough to make me have a you know money mind shift and be like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. I have Money Monday, and that's my check-in with my bank account, plan out, like make sure I know where money's going for the week or where it's coming in for the week. And yeah, I think empowering yourself is so important. Knowledge is power, especially in that sense. Knowledge is only power if you put it into action.
exactly. Like, I don't know. The older I'm getting, I mean, when I was younger, I used to think, oh, I'll be 30, I'll be, moved out, I'll be married, whatever. I'll have a kid. And now the older I'm getting, I'm like, I don't even know if I want a kid sometimes, just the state of the world. And I'm just like, I just want to live my life the way I want to live my life at this point. Just
Yeah.
like, you know,
Well, and think of it this way, many of us, including myself, I started over and everything I didn't have was no longer in existence. And then I got remarried at 35 and had a baby at 36. So
exactly. It's like there's no set way, your life's gonna go how it goes. And,
yep,
you know,
you just gotta enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride.
exactly. You just gotta go with the flow, but also not be so deep in the flow that you can't get out.
Love that. So true. So true.
Yeah.
All right, Brianne. Well, it was so great for you to come on and tell us. I love having such a unique perspective. And this really does hit a lot of people that are trying to grow a business and grow their passion. And many of them, it is art. So I appreciate you getting on and sharing so that they can hear this too.
Oh yeah. You're so chill. You are lovely.
Well, thank you.
That's
Alrighty. Well,
awesome.
hopefully you've got some great tips too. If you need any other help with some strategy, be sure I always tell everyone we can jump on. I always give everyone a complimentary coaching call to strategize how to take their business to the next level.
Awesome. You rock. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, have a great week.
Yes, you too. Have a good
All right.
night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.